One player, two completely opposite statements, 36 hours apart. Monday night, Sophie Cunningham told the world what really happened on that final play in Washington. By Wednesday morning, that version was gone, replaced with something that sounded nothing like her and everything like her coach. So the question nobody in Indiana is answering right now is simple. What happened between Monday night and Wednesday sunrise? Caitlin Clark hit a go-ahead three-pointer with 1.2 seconds left in the fourth quarter to seal a 78-76 win over the Mystics. The crowd at Care First Center had been buzzing after Washington erased a 14-point halftime lead and took the lead in the closing moments. Indiana was staring at a loss that would have dropped them to 5-6 with the whole league already whispering about this roster. Stephanie White called timeout. Final possession. With less than 3 seconds left on the clock, Sophie Cunningham waited to see her teammate reach her ideal shooting position. Cody McMahon missed the opportunity to intercept the inbound pass. Clark caught the ball close to the logo, near the Mystics' bench, then took a breather before making the basket. 19 points, 4 threes, 5 assists, and 2 missed free throws from 36 seconds earlier completely erased in a single motion. But here's the thing, the shot was incredible. The real story, though, wasn't the ball going through the net. It was what happened at the podium right after. Two people from the same locker room stepped up to the microphones that night and told two completely different stories. Lexie Hull stood at the podium and said it straight. The original design was to draw a foul. Sophie made a read. She delivered the pass. Clark knocked it down. And then Hull said the words that would echo for the next 48 hours. She couldn't say that's exactly what they drew up, but it worked. Honest, generous, and devastating. Because in one breath, a Fever player confirmed that the winning play came from the players, not the clipboard. Then Stephanie White stepped to the same podium and said the opposite. She called it perfect execution, crediting assistant Austin Kelly for drawing it up. White said, "This is what Caitlin does. She makes big shots." She added that people take generational talent for granted. Notice what was missing from her answer, any acknowledgement that the shot wasn't the plan. Two answers, one locker room, the same 4 seconds. They don't match, and nobody made them match before everyone went home. But what happened next would make the gap impossible to ignore. A few hours after the buzzer, Sophie Cunningham posted an Instagram photo dump from the win. One image was a meme that appeared to suggest she and Clark went rogue rather than follow head coach Stephanie White's designed play out of the timeout. Under it, Sophie wrote 6 words, "Didn't follow the plan. Won anyway." Caitlin Clark didn't scroll past it. She replied publicly, where every Fever fan could read it. "Love you, Soph." The franchise player co-signing the player who broke the plan to find her. For one night, the message out of that locker room was completely unguarded. We trusted each other more than we trusted the design, and it saved the season's pulse. Fans on social media were in disbelief that Cunningham went so public with the revelation. The building noticed, and the internet caught fire. And then, just as fast as it went up, the story changed. Wednesday morning, 7:30 a.m. Indiana time. Cunningham posted on X, "You guys read too much into things. That's the exact play our coach drew up and we executed it perfectly." Now put those two statements side by side. Monday, inside the arena, her own teammate on the record saying they can't call it exactly what was drawn up. Wednesday online, after 2 days of fire, the exact play, capital letters. One of those versions describes what happened in Washington. The other describes what somebody needed Wednesday to look like. They can't both be true, and nobody in that organization has explained the gap. And look closer at the wording. "We executed it perfectly." That's not Sophie's phrase. That's Stephanie White's phrase from Monday's podium, almost word for word. Wednesday's post doesn't just reverse Sophie's story. It speaks in the coach's voice and hands the play to our coach. The same coach who, on Monday night, credited her assistant for drawing it up. The pattern is hard to unsee. Because this isn't the first time something real slipped out of that locker room and got mopped up within 48 hours. Cameras caught what looked like a heated exchange between Clark and White during a timeout in the game against the Portland Fire. White and Clark were seen having a rather intense interaction during a timeout, and it sparked controversy because it led to White asking rookie Raven Johnson to take Clark's place in the huddle. Skip Bayless claimed that White had been fired by the Fever, a report that was quickly shut down by several reporters. Then came the cleanup. "I ride with Steph, I ride for these girls," Clark said. "Steph has my back more than anybody." Every single time something honest surfaces, a sideline clip, a frustrated star, a 6-word caption, it gets followed within days by a polished, rehearsed, everything is fine version. The truth comes out at night. The correction comes out in the morning. And the person every correction protects is the coach who watched the design get ignored, watched her own player say so on the record, and called it perfect execution anyway. The Fever will aim for another victory on Thursday against the Chicago Sky at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Home crowd, national eyeballs, and every camera in the building waiting for one thing: the last 5 minutes. Because down the stretch, tie game, 1 possession left, that's when a coaching staff shows you who it actually trusts, no matter what anybody posted on a Wednesday morning. If the offense suddenly lives in Caitlin Clark's hands when it matters, you'll know Monday changed something real, whatever Wednesday's tweet claims. And if the ball goes hunting fouls again with the game on the line, then the Wednesday version wasn't a clarification. It was a promise that nothing's changing. Don't let anyone reframe what Monday was. It wasn't chaos. It wasn't a player going rogue for herself. It was a veteran looking at the most watched player in the sport, ignoring the clipboard and trusting her with everything. It worked. They celebrated it. The franchise player wrote "Love You" under it. It was Cunningham who inbounded the ball that set up the game winner, and her pass was precise enough to give Clark the best look for the 31-foot triple. Whatever pressure built between that caption and Wednesday sunrise, the tape from Washington still exists. They can change captions. They can post new tweets. They can't change the past. So which version of Monday night do you believe, the one from the podium or the one that showed up Wednesday morning? Drop it in the comments. And keep your eyes on the last 5 minutes tomorrow night. The answer's coming either way.
Before going further, if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to smash that subscribe button. It really helps us keep bringing you the content you love. Share this video with your friends so they don't miss out on all the drama and excitement.